Hello, I am the Ranting Usher, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to go over a series of quotes and passages from various films, and elaborate about why they've had such a significant impact on me. Let me quote you to your seat. The first quote I'll talk about comes from the film Stand By Me, in which Richard Dreyfuss plays a writer looking back on his troubled adolescence. He narrates the line, "It happens sometimes. Friends come in and out of your life like busboys in a restaurant." It's eerie just how true to life this quote actually is. I realized that more and more in my growing up. How often have we encountered people that we had a close connection with, and then they vanish from our lives as quickly as they came into them? Whenever I watch Stand By Me and I hear that quote, it reminds me of certain people who have come and gone, and I can't help but wonder whatever happened to them. The next quote I will discuss comes from the movie The Green Mile, in which Tom Hanks' character, Paul Edgecombe, a prison guard, says to Michael Duncan, portraying John Coffey, a tragically misunderstood force of nature, wrongfully sentenced to death row for the murder of two twin girls, "When I stand before God and He asks me why I killed one of His great miracles, what am I supposed to say? That it was my job?" This has to be one of, if not the most profound quotes I've ever heard. It addresses the dichotomy between doing what you know in your heart is the right thing and what you are obligated to do, because the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Few things in life are more difficult than when you're in a situation where you are torn between two extremes like that. When Tom Hanks says the line, you can really feel how torn up he really is. This is such an emotional moment, and I'm always blown away. I'm always in awe of this scene. One passage I will go over comes from the movie Before I Fall, in which Zoe Deutsch's character, Samantha, a high school girl who relives the same day over and over again, says, "But I didn't know anything, that until right before I fell, I had to make a difference. Maybe things would change, and maybe I could change them." How often do we feel as though we are stuck in a rut? That we are making the same mistakes over and over again, only to realize that we possess the ability within us to overcome these tedious obstacles. That can be one of the most difficult things in life to realize, but also the most empowering. That's why I love this passage. Another passage I will go over derives from the movie Split, in which the 24th personality of Kevin Wendell Crumb, portrayed by James McAvoy, says to Casey Cook, Anya Taylor-Joy's character, "Those who have not been torn have no value in themselves and no place in this world. They are asleep." This passage may seem obscure on the surface by the way it's phrased, but the ideology behind it could not be more obvious. We can't grow or mature or see the world the way it really is without some form of suffering, whether it is physical or emotional. There is a school of thought that says, well, that's a very cynical way to look at it. But the reality is so rooted in our culture that we can't deny it, no matter how much we might like to. The Beast's passage conveys this extraordinarily well. The last quote I'll go over comes from the movie Scarface, and it is simply this: "The world is yours." This is undoubtedly the most subtle and yet the most memorable line in the entire film. And it wasn't even a line that was spoken. It merely appeared on a blimp. But it reinforces the universal truth that whether you're someone as powerful as Tony Montana, whether you're just starting out and you're not sure what you want to do with your life, or if you're somewhere in the middle, working towards what you really want to do with your life, you have the time and the freedom to go where you need to go and to be what you want to be. The world is yours. The world is yours. There are several other quotes and passages I would love to talk about, and I may end up turning this into a running series. But let me know what you think. What are some of your favorite quotes and passages? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I am the Ranting Usher, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It would help the channel out a lot, and I would really appreciate it. You're also welcome to share, or consider subscribing to my channel for future videos. I'll see you next time.